Bonjour, salam, namaste, good morning. Hi. Welcome to our sixth Pilates class. This one is for the people who have quite a lot of energy, and this is going to be quite an interesting workout. So let's get started. So we're going to start with, we usually start, so with about 5 deep breaths, then hold your arms up, and then we're gonna do some nice high knees over here. So just trying to really get everything warmed up. Okay, then interesting switch. So bring your arms down to meet your knees. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Arms up, they remain upwards. Let's keep doing this. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring the arms down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and done. Okay, very good. All right, rotate the shoulders backwards. You can have your arms akimbo, or you could have them free beside the body. Then take them forward, trying to get that full range of motion in the shoulders. Okay, so we're going to do some mini squats. I say mini because it's a very easy motion. So there we go. Sort of full squat, even if you can do a full squat. It's a mini squat, just trying to really get that bend there because we're going to do something that requires that movement. So we're going to do about 10 of these. It's 3, 4. All right, then the last one, we're going to hold it there. Then just shift your weight until you're on one leg. So this is why we were doing the mini squats. Okay, then going to hold this for about 10 seconds. Just holding that mini squat position, but only with one leg. And release. Good. Let's do some more mini squats. So about 10 of them. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, hold this last one. Shift your weight to the other leg. Just maintaining the mini squat position. And the reason why we're doing 10 of them is just so you can get used to being in this position before you shift your weight to only one leg. And done. Good. Now the next one, get a wall, possibly a wall that is close to you. We're going to do some wall sits. Now, ideally, you should be able to slide down and up the wall. But if the wall is rugged or dirty or whatever, then you can do it the way I was doing it because this wall isn't exactly the best. Okay, so I'm going to do this 6 times. And each time we go down, we're going to be holding it for 10 seconds. So hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's get up. Go again. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep your back flat on the wall. Don't arch your back, so keep it straight on the wall. And up we go. Now again, I am making this particular series, keeping in mind, or at least trying to keep in mind at the back of my mind, that you are familiar with most of these movements. Okay, if this is the first time you're doing this type of workouts, then perhaps you can check out the muscle, the weight loss and strengthening series, because that one is now where we introduce most of these movements. So I'm making this video knowing that you basically have the basics already. So even how far you should be from the wall, how your legs should be when you're sitting against the wall. But anyway, if you still need a bit more information on this, just let me know so that I can include it, maybe with another video at the top. Okay, this last one we're going to hold it for actually 20 seconds, not 10. So we should be done right about now. Okay, you're familiar with this one? So we have 5 ankle raises that we're going to do. 4, 5, lift up one leg to do 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold your leg behind you so you can stretch the quads, holding it for about 10 to 15 seconds. So really squeeze it, just like we did in the previous videos where we were doing this. So really squeeze it against you so you get that nice stretch on your quads. And then switch it up to in front. Now use this time to actually dorsiflex and plantar flex your foot. So dorsiflex means upwards, plantar flex means downwards. So you're going to be doing this for 20 seconds. Then once you're done, you can put your foot on the ground. Okay, let's go back to the double ankle raise. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift up the other leg for 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, hold it up behind you. Really squeeze it so you get to get that nice quad stretch. We're gonna do this for 20 seconds. Okay, then switch. So really squeeze the knee towards you, then plantar flex your foot and dorsiflex. Plantar flex and dorsiflex. If you're able to maintain your balance for this good amount of time, then that is amazing. It means that you have that component of fitness locked down. Okay, so let's come down onto the mat. We're going to start with a bit of a stretch. So part of this stretch we've done before, where you come forward like that. The addition for this time is that the same hand of that same leg is placed just beside your foot, and then the other arm goes up, so you'll get that nice stretch of the back. Then come back and thread the needle through your arm and leg. And then take it up again. We're gonna do this 5 times. This is the second time. So the entire time you're pushing your weight forward on your legs. Okay, so you're combining that stretch with this new one. All right, that's 3. Also having your arm down there in contact, no, your arm there prevents your knees from coming back inside. So it really helps deepen the stretch that we are doing over here. And also having your palm flat on the ground helps you maintain that forward position in this stretch. Okay, very good. Now we're gonna do a different stretch this time. So we're gonna do the hamstring stretch. So just shift your weight backwards until that leg is straight, and then put both hands over there, trying to get as far as you can. The longer you hold this stretch, the more you'll realize that you're able to keep sliding your arms further and further down. Okay, these static stretches are very, very good for increasing range of motion and flexibility around a joint. Okay, that is done. So leave the foot right where it is. We're gonna have the opposite arm down, then the other one is pushing the knee away. So you're really just trying to really open up that hip. Okay, so this is a hip opener stretch. And again, we're gonna hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. Okay, shifting gears for a bit. We're going to take that leg backwards, but it's going to stay in the air. So that now the other one, what it's doing is going to do the single lateral bear crawl raise. We're going to do 10 of these. Okay, that's 5, 6. If this is difficult for you, you can have both feet on the ground. So they're doing the bear crawl with both feet instead of this one. All right, hold up the last one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, rest it. Let's do the same thing for the other side. So bring your foot all the way forward, then lean or hinge forward. Then the same arm is there beside that leg, and then lift up the opposite arm. Get that nice stretch. You'll feel your back getting that nice stretch over here. Then come back down and thread the needle, or at least that's what they call it. And then go for 2. As you admire my hair. Okay, I'm joking. Okay, then thread the needle again. Go for 3. So again, having your palm on the ground helps with the keeping yourself hinged forward. And then of course, the whole arm keeps the whole leg opened up to that side so it doesn't collapse on the inside. All right, that's 4. We have 1 more to go. Threading the needle, and up we go. Okay, I may have changed the order here a little bit. So instead of just touching the hamstring first, we're going to open up the hip. So opposite arm is down, and then just really, really open up that hip. The longer you hold it at the farthest that it can go, the more you realize that you can more and more open it up. So static stretches are usually very, very good for increasing range of motion. All right, that's done. Let's now come into the hamstring stretch. So both arms are over there. So trying to get and hold it as far as you can. And if you can keep sliding your fingers forward, the more comfortable it becomes, because that means that you're just really opening up that muscle. And also, most importantly, breathe. do not hold your breath. Okay? Okay, switching gears again. Both arms are down. Take the other leg to the back, still hanging there, and then go for one, two. If this is difficult for you again, then you can have both legs doing the lifting instead of one. But otherwise, if you feel you're strong enough and you can do this, then do it with one leg. That's 8, 9. Hold up the last one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right, let's do some stretches now. So I'm gonna do the cow pose. So you're really just pushing your lower back down, getting that arch in your back. Then we come into the cat pose. So really squeezing everything, your tummy, your ribs, everything, just squeezing them up there. Then back into the cow pose. So it's the opposite of the cat. So you push everything down, then push everything back up in the cat pose. So you should also feel your tailbone tucking in. Okay, so you're pushing everything up. Then the cat pose. Sorry, cow. These two keep confusing me. All right, then back to the cat pose. So tuck in everything, your tailbone, everything. Just tuck it in, squeeze it in, and then go into the child's pose. Okay, so we're going to come into an isometric type of exercise, meaning that it's an exercise with a single movement but no movement at all. Introducing you to the plank. And we're going to hold this for a full minute or for as long as you can. If this is difficult for you, then you can do this on your elbows. Okay, but otherwise, then you should be able to do this. All right, what I'm very curious about is how long are you able to hold this position? I'm very curious. Also, just so that you know, the science behind an isometric movement is that your muscles are engaged the entire time, and because it requires more and more force to keep you in this position, hence the more and more effort that you feel like you need, then your body starts recruiting, the nervous system starts recruiting more and more muscles to keep you in this position. So that by the time you're reaching your muscular fatigue, you have activated a lot of your muscles and burnt a lot of calories in the process. Good. The minute is done. Yay. Oh, death. All right, rest it up, rest it up, rest it up for a bit. Okay, good news. We do it again. Yay. Okay, maybe it's not that good news, but okay. And again, we're going to hold it for a whole of a minute. Ready? And go. Have you seen that meme? Sorry, I shouldn't be distracting you, but have you seen that meme where uh, someone is doing a plank and then they're looking at the time and the time doesn't move or it keeps adding? There was actually someone who said that when you're doing something like this kind of exercise, for instance, you tend to perceive time more differently. So, usually in your day to day, you find that time has flown. But when you're doing an exercise like this, you get to really appreciate every second, because you feel it. You actually perceive time differently. So, it's almost like you're time traveling or time something. And done. Very good. Very good. All right, rest it. Rest it for a bit. I really, really hope there's no third one. I hope that there's no third one. Because if there is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's not an evil laugh, by the way. Okay, so luckily there's no third one. So we're gonna come and do some bit now of core exercises. Right, let me start by demonstrating this one. So sitting with the knees bent, then coming back down and up. So go as low as you can. Okay, if you feel your back getting a bit painful or you have a herniated disc or something, then don't try this one. But otherwise, go as low as you can. And then you can choose to either have your knees bent or you could also choose to have them straight out in front of you like that. Okay, it's really, really up to you. For today's class, I will do them knees bent. All right, let's go. That's one. So nice and controlled. Don't be in a hurry to finish because then we want to make sure we target everywhere and everything and recruit as many muscles as we can because that is also very, very good for the nervous system. In fact, whenever you're training your muscles and strength exercises or whatever, what you're really doing is training the neuromuscular system, the nervous system and the muscular system at the same time, which is why we tend to really emphasize on control because then it makes your movements more efficient, more clean, more everything. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, let's hold this last one here. We're gonna hold it for 10 counts. Should be about maybe 3, 2, 1. Oh, I was accurate. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, good. Rest it, rest it. Yay, we get to do it again. Amazing. Woohoo. Okay, and go again. So remember again, emphasis is on control. Okay, that's one. That's two. Something interesting I found out with a movement like this. There was someone I was serving, and they tended to have a lot of gas problems or bloating. So the more we did this kind of workouts, by the time we're getting to the fifth one, sixth one, should have the gas coming out. In There'll be a lot of gas movement through the mouth. So, if in case you're having those kind of issues, in case you're having gas issues, some of these workouts are really, really good to just try and really relax the tummy as much as possible. Okay, hold the last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. I really hope there's no third one because, yo, you must be dying. Again, not an evil laugh. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate what we're going to be doing next. We're going to be on our backs again. Yay, it should be psychologically easier. Head is slightly lifted. Both legs are straight. And we're going to do a single leg raise. Okay, so you'll feel this one in your thighs a lot. So what you want to try and do is keep your knees straight so that you're lifting the entire leg. Imagine if you had ankles, weights on your ankles. So that would really work out your thigh muscles, your quads. Okay, ready? And go. So if you can also, you can opt to keep your toes pointed, or you can keep them flexed. For the purposes of this class for today, I decided to keep mine pointed. Again, the emphasis should be on control, and the number is 15. No, we won't hold it up. I know you're expecting me to say hold it up. Nope. So switch. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Okay, I apologize. This point was being a bit rushed to finish. So I may have cut that one short. All right, let's do some leg raises. Sorry, circles. I'm going to do 15 of them. So let's start with the legs going clockwise. Is this clockwise or anti-clockwise? Basically, let them open up to the outside. So try and really also control the movements so that you're not falling over to that side. All right, very good. Let's switch over to the other side, while the other leg opening up to the outside. Sometimes a tendency is to change the direction of the toes. So you find that instead of pointing them to the sky, when they go to the side, they start pointing more towards the side. So try and be conscious about this and keep your toes pointing towards the ceiling. Okay, let's now shift the direction of leg rotation. So now towards the inside. Same thing or same rules apply. So keep your toes pointed towards the ceiling. Be really conscious about this because it also implies a lot of control is needed. Remember, we're training the neuromuscular system. So the more you're conscious about it, then the smoother your movements become. And also the stronger you become. Because the more you properly stimulate the nervous system, which controls the muscular system, then the more your muscles grow and develop. Okay, so we switched over to the other leg, and I'm gonna do another 15 of these. Do you have any more? No, for today that is pretty good. So now take your minute, do what feels good for you. Some of the people who I serve tend to sit and just think. Others prefer to just lie down and think about life. I'm gonna add this stretch here. It's not a workout, it's a stretch. Just for the back, okay? So we're gonna come into, this is originally called Cobra 1, or at least I like to call it half Cobra because your elbows are down on the mat. Then walk it to one side. So just your arms moving. Keep everything. So this should nicely stretch the side. It's like it's a modified oblique stretch. Okay, let's go now to the other side. Gosh, this is how snakes feel when they're crawling all over the place. But okay, anyway, hold it there for a bit. Come back to center. Then we're gonna come now into the Cobra 1, or at least, well, this Cobra here, which tends to be, the fuller Cobra, not the half Cobra. And then if you're able to do this next one, we're gonna be up on your toes over there. So those of us who like doing planks and bringing our behind down, that one should have been a nice one. A nice chance for you to do the illegal stuff for the plank. But anyway. Okay, so a stretch, bring forward your right leg and then keep both hands down and see how much lower you can actually take your body. Okay, so you're trying to get at least your elbows to the ground. This should really fill and ignite that hip. So you're not just in this position, your elbows are bent, you're trying to get as low as you can. Let's do the same thing for the other leg. So get into position and then try and take yourself as low as you possibly can. This tends to be one of my favorite ways to get up. So squatting, palms on toes. Don't let go until your knees are straight or as straight as they can be. And then up we go. Okay, so let's finish with some nice deep breaths. So we're going to try and keep the legs straight so we get that nice hamstring stretch. So that's one, and breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. A bit of a twist in the third one. So breathe it in. Hold it in with your arms up. Breathe out as you twist to one side. Breathe in to center and finally breathe out to that side. And then finish with an inhale and bring your arms down and clap for yourself. Good stuff.